Oh my god, they must have been so confused. They were like, did they think they got a reservation? Like this is the only part where I was like, don't do this, lad. Don't just call up places and keep hanging up. I mean, it's like, look, Chris, when me and Chris talk about it, Chris is like, this is like Johnny Somali. Chris is just making fun of Ludwig because we're friends. But like, don't do this. Don't just call up a place and hang up. Like, look, I've had parts where I've been awkward. At least just be like, sumimasen, daijoubu desu, and then like, you know. It seems pretty harmless. Look, I think like in America, this would be super fucking harmless. In Japan, it's generally fine, but sometimes they might think like, they might have taken that as like, oh, they think they got a reservation, and they might be freaking out. They'll be like, try to call them back. Try to like figure out what's going on. You know, like what happened here? I don't know. We don't have the full conversation, but like, they are very accommodating here, extremely so. And they want to make sure they did not misunderstand. So sometimes, like this restaurant, obviously it seems like they didn't give a fuck, but they might like have, when they hanged up, they might have like panicked and be like, what the fuck just happened? Do we need to call them back? Do we need to figure out if there's a table? Like, what happened? It's just different. It's different, right? And like, think, it never hurts to like be mindful. And like, I'm not saying this to be a stick in the mud. I'm not saying like, damn, this is such a shame. Why did Ludwig do this? Like, I'm just like, you know, just try to be respectful if you can. There's no harm in being a little bit more respectful, I think, right? Like just saying, oh, I'm okay, never mind. Or, you know, he panicked. I know, it's fine. But like, I'm not trying to be like, this is a bad day. I'm just trying to, this is like advice for like you guys. If you come to Japan, it's like, don't do this. And if you do this, just say like, daijoubu desu, ima daijoubu desu, you know. So, all good. Don't worry about it. But like, that's just my advice if you come in. You don't want to have fucking them calling you back, asking more questions that you don't understand, you know, or them calling you 100 times, you know. He's doing his best. Look, and that's why, look, I've been praising him because he's been doing phenomenal. I get it, he's trying and he's trying to push himself, but at least like, you know, maybe think about it a little bit more before you do it, so you can figure out the game plan here.
I like it.
He said, I don't care your number.
Okay, then Michael has a crack at it.
2名大丈夫ですか?
No, don't just keep saying thank you and hang up. They might have been like, because he said 2 people, he didn't understand what he said. What if, like, they were like, yeah, of course, like, what time, man? And then he's like, thank you, hangs up, you know? They might be like, oh my god, like, what the fuck? Yeah, and it's not one-to-one translation. Thank you is not a way to end a conversation sometimes in Japan. So yeah, it's just like, you know, you would just... Here's how the flow goes most of the time, right? When you call a restaurant, if you ever want to do this, because a lot of places don't do online booking. You call up, right? They'll say like, moshi moshi, this restaurant name. And then you go like, kyou wa, today, yoyaku ii desu ka? Can I reserve today? And they'll be like, hi. They'll say hi, or they'll say something else. If they don't say hi, you don't have the reservation, you know? It's like, they'll be like, no, it can't be done. Like, they'll just tell you right away. If they're like, oh, or like, yes, what time? Nanji desu ka? And then you say, or like, they'll ask how many people or what time. That's normally what they'll ask. So mine, it's literally a dialogue tree. I open up the phone, I go, kyou wa yoyaku ii desu ka? They say like, oh yeah, okay. I'll be like, and they'll be like, something, nanme. So like, how many people? Then you'd say like, I don't know, 4. You say like, yonning, so 4 people. And then I'd say like, shichiji, 7 o'clock. And if they say like, hi, daijoubu desu. And then if they say hi, you just say like, ja. You'd be like, ja, arigatou. And then you can hang up because you've confirmed the booking. But if you haven't confirmed it and then you say arigato, they're like, what? You know? So just something to think about.